I know, Zach, on a Friday, do not adjust your sets. This is actually supposed to be happening. Hello, I am here on a Friday, and this is because we have a VR coming out for Magnus. I hesitate to try to pronounce his channel name because I feel that I would probably get it wrong. I think Canada, I've heard it pronounced. It's one of those like sports names. You hear it pronounced so many different ways, but you're not really sure. Anyway, he is Magnus. He is amazing, and he is asking for a VR. I've seen a couple of them so far, and it's good. Very simple, to the point summation of said VR. Magnus is simply asking for 10 of the sweetest looking cards in your collection, which would explain my thumbnail. I don't know if anybody's a Top Gear fan, but Jeremy Clarkson went through a period in the mid-2000s where everything was sweet. So I threw that in there kind of to pop myself. Anyway, I dug through my collection, and I found what I feel are 10 of the sweetest, coolest looking cards that I have, and they're coming from all over. And anybody that, provided me with a card will get a shout out down below. But please make sure to check out Magnus and all the other VRs. Look for them because these are good. I actually just finished up watching Adam's Card Closet, and it was there was some good stuff in there, as always with a lot of the people that are doing the VR. Now, I'm going to go completely off the wall because that's what I do here. We're going to start off with the Big Four sports. I don't have many. I think only 3 of the 7 are involving the Big Four sports, but we're going to get right into it. First one, because it was actually the first slabbed card I ever got. I won this in a Raz from Mountain Family Cards. It is a 2021 Inception, numbered out of 150, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Yeah, I know. The Pirates should be removed from Major League Baseball for what that idiot just did, but this is still a very sweet-looking card, and like I say, it was the first slabbed card I was ever in possession of, and I am very, very, very happy to have it. You will go back in the box. Number 2! This one came very recently from Brandon Jensen. And I know people are going to be like, oh, but it's, it's a little plain, but I don't care. It's so unique, and it's something I've never seen before. It is the Steelers logo on the magenta plate, 1 of 1, courtesy of Brandon Jensen, who is a prince among men to the nth degree. And our final Big Four sports, this is also a shout out to Maiden's World of Wax because he is hunting it. I believe one of the finest cards ever in creation, the Stadium Club Jaromir Jagr mullet rookie. Look at him. And interestingly, he would only be, 5 years away, unless he decides to come back randomly in the 2030 season, of being only the second player in NHL, or professional hockey history, I should say. I correct myself, to play in 6 different decades, because right now he is 5. Let us not forget, he started playing hockey in 1986 in Czechoslovakia. So, he's still going. Yes, it's his last year, so he claims, but we will see. Card number 4, now we turn to the other stuff. A lot of comic stuff. Comic stuff, what do I have here? There's some comics, there's some history, and there's some magic. So let's get right into it. This one, I had to get it slabbed when I got it from Sean's stuff. The Marvel anime from, what was it? I think it was 2020. The Juggernaut, the Peach Momoko variant, and I love it. Obviously, you know my love of the Juggernaut, and I gotta show him off whenever possible. Because that is a slick-looking card. Speaking of slick-looking cards, these 2 next, came from the recent Marvel anime break that I did. We're going to start off with the woodblock. I think it was the woodblock Echo of Dazzler. Absolutely beautiful. A wooden thick boy. Gorgeous looking card, and what I didn't notice at the time, it is also the Peach Momoko variant. This one, though, earmarked for someone else. That is going to Gary B., the casual comic guy. He is a huge fan of Dazzler. This one, however, will be staying with me, and I bring it out It's not cool looking per se, but to me it's really sweet because it's the first one of these I've ever pulled. Also from Marvel Anime, it's the old capsule card. You know what the capsule cards are. Do you open it? Do you not open it? I made the decision that I am not going to open it. And also, I wanted to bring this out because when I opened it, I did not get the chance to make a joke. So it's back. And now I can make the joke. Because with these capsule cards, as you know, you can either open it and risk ruining the card. And many times, the card unopened is more valuable than whatever's inside. This... And it gets a stand because I get to make possibly one of the best jokes about a card I've made in a while. Behold! Schrodinger's card. Oh, well, that just ruined it. But still, Schrodinger's card. We don't know what's in there, and personally, unless it ends up in the hands of somebody else and they open it and I see it, I will never know what is in this card. That's just the way it is. Moving on. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, number 7. Pulled this not long ago. A Pieces of the Past quad relic, numbered out of 50. Mainly because the relics themselves are beautiful. Still no closer to figuring out what in the world said relics are. But this is John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, Cornelius Vanderbilt, and Thomas Edison. They are absolutely beautiful. This stuff is amazing. This was from the Premiere Edition, Pieces of the Past Premiere Edition. I wish I had more. I may end up getting more because that is simply a stunning thing. And it's a quad historical relic. Now, next, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this card came from For the Pulls a long time ago, and it's been sitting around. It's this Darth Vader because I love Darth Vader. I'm a fan of the villains. It is what it is. The good guys... too white meat babyface. But the villains were something awesome, and this has been sitting out because as soon as I find a good grading company, the company that did the Juggernaut one is out of business, I might try those tag ones. Those are awesome looking. I want to get Darth Vader slabbed, and that is just, because it's just a beautiful card. And now, actually, I'm going to need, I'll just put it up in front of there. Number 9, the penultimate card, take that drink. We turn to the Magic Land, and this one also earmarked for somebody else. I pulled this one before, and this is one of the... And because I don't have a Master of Ham yet, that will happen eventually, I present to you the derpiest corgi in all of humanity, Philia Exuberant Shepherd. Look at it. And this is a rare, and it is from Modern Horizons 3. And Philia is just the most glorious thing. Look at it. There is nothing behind those eyes except pure, unadulterated happiness. That's why we love dogs. But Philia is earmarked to go to someone else. And the final card, I got to thinking, how do you end something like this? Zach, how do you end something so random and so ridiculous? Well, the answer is simple. Chibi. I love Chibi. The art of making everything small and adorable. I've always said, comically small and comically large things to me, endless entertainment. Endless entertainment. Like a giant pencil, hilarious, especially if it's functional. So I thought, I have a couple Chibi cards. The one I was thinking about initially came from MetaZoo, and it was the Chibi Mothman. But that is buried in a box, and I wanted to get this VR out sooner rather than later, because it goes until October 18th. Again, when you check out Magnus, you'll understand why. But then I remembered also from the Marvel Anime. Marvel Anime coming through clutch. Chibi Rocket Raccoon. I'm sorry, that's just freaking adorable. See, and then on the back, it's like, yeah, it's Rocket Raccoon, blah, 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 blah. Chibi Rocket Raccoon, and I need to order some tobacco card-sized sleeves and top loaders. I have a bunch, but they are currently full of stuff that Sensei Domino gave me. I'm sorry, you can't, in my opinion, you can't go wrong with Chibi anything. But there you go, that is my 10 sweetest cards. God, I really feel dirty having said it that way. But that aside, this has been 10 minutes of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please check out the links to everybody I mentioned down below, especially Magnus. Get in on this VR because it's going to be fun. People have a lot of great-looking cards buried in their collections that need to see the light of day, and we need to see them. Oh, and also, I'll just mention and give him a plug. The prize for the winner is a Magnus Mystery Pack. I have not yet received a Magnus Mystery Pack, but I have seen them, and they are loaded. Loaded, we tells you. Loaded. And also, for that, whoever wins, do it on a video and just so let everybody see the beauty of the Magnus Mystery Pack. All right, I'm done. I swear to God, I'm done. It's been 11 minutes. Thank you all for joining me. This has been Zach on a Friday for whatever reason. Hopefully you have a great weekend. We will see you soon.